Hey, I'm Matt. I'm the visual storyteller at BombBomb, and today I'm going to be talking about building relationships with customers and looking at 7 ways you can create authentic connection and build customer loyalty. Cultivating strong relationships is a surefire way to creating loyal customers. If you don't focus on building relationships with your customers, they're more likely to go elsewhere. People want to feel valued. In order to keep your customers coming back, they need to know they matter to you. And to ensure that they do, you need to develop an authentic connection with them and invest in the relationship. A recent HubSpot report states that customers that have an emotional connection with a brand have a 306% higher customer lifetime value. This signifies that building relationships with your customers is key to business success. So here are 7 ways to establish, nurture, and grow customer relationships. Number 1, get to know your customers. When you begin doing business with someone, it's important to get to know them on a personal level. People are more than just a sale, and they want to feel that way. According to Forbes, people want to feel seen, known, and valued by the business they're buying from. During those initial conversations, really listen to what your customers have to say. When it comes time to follow up, reiterate some of the details of those conversations. This shows your customers that they've been heard and that they're valued as a unique individual. Number 2, exceed expectations. One way you can begin building relationships with customers is by creating a positive customer experience up front. You do this by going beyond what your customers are expecting. On an episode of the Customer Experience podcast, Shep Hyken, author of Be Amazing or Go Home, states that being average is no longer an option with customers. More specifically, he points out that companies should slightly exceed customer expectations rather than just meet them. Here are a few things you can do to help exceed your customers' expectations. Include a personal touch with your product once someone signs up, like a personal video. Don't just meet immediate needs, go one step further. Follow up after large onboarding or training sessions with additional resources. Reach out regularly to ensure that customers are getting the most out of your product or service. Provide an exceptional customer experience that exceeds their expectations throughout the customer journey. Doing more than expected will keep your customers loyal to you. This is because they trust that you'll always do your best for them. Number 3, show gratitude. Showing your customers that you're genuinely thankful for them will go a long way to create customer connection, especially in the beginning of the relationship. According to the Harvard Business Review, when someone feels genuinely appreciated, they're more likely to stay in a relationship for a long period of time. Continuing to say thank you over the course of the relationship is important for customer longevity and loyalty. So don't forget this step as you continue to cultivate long-lasting relationships with your customers. Number 4, communicate often and honestly. In order to build customer relationships, open and honest communication is crucial. In any customer success role, you're bound to find a variety of problems and questions every day. It's important to communicate well by listening. And while we know it's important to communicate with your customers when they need you, it's just as important to reach out when they don't have a problem or question. This will help remind them that you're still there to provide support. So here are a few ways to remind your customers that you're still around. Check in via phone, email, text, social media, and video. Not everyone communicates the same way, so try using different channels to communicate with your customers where they're comfortable. Provide value by holding educational webinars that help your customers learn how to use your product or service better. Send out relevant content to your customers to help educate them on updates and new features. Reach out to customers to let them know that you're available for product help and additional training. Reach out on customer progress and congratulate them when they hit certain milestones. Number 5, showcase your human side. Continuing to develop a strong customer relationship requires a real connection, and you can create a deeper level of connection with people by showing your human side. Humanize yourself by sending personal videos to your customers on a regular basis. Video will help them become familiar with you, the real you. Video helps to convey your intent, empathy, and tone of voice. This is especially important when problems arise, and inevitably they will. The more often your customer can see your face and hear your voice, the more likely they are to feel like they know you personally. This feeling of familiarity helps create trust and longevity in the relationship. Number 6, focus on customer retention. It's important to consider the cost of retaining customers versus the cost of drumming up new business. And acquiring new customers isn't cheap. In fact, it costs about 5 times more than retaining your existing customers. You need to keep your current customers coming back. Here are some proven ways to avoid churn and keep them coming back. Encourage product usage through training and education. Track feedback from both current customers and canceled accounts. Surprise and delight your customers throughout their experience with your product. Create a good referral strategy. The more often a customer refers you to others, the more often they remember why they like doing business with you. Deliver an above average customer experience. By doing these things, you're focusing more on customer retention than customer acquisition. By making this part of your business model, you'll be saving both time and money in the long run. Number 7, provide value over time. Building relationships with customers should happen over time. You shouldn't wait until their contract is up or it's renewal time before you connect with them. Creating and sending video email campaigns provide your customers with something of value. Rather than focusing on your business, look at what your customers may need in that specific time in their lives. Provide them with information such as updates or news on their specific industry, details about holiday events, and helpful seasonal tips that'll keep you top of mind when this information comes in handy. When sending video email campaigns, including a call to action will keep the door open for ongoing communication. This ongoing communication is how you'll be able to maintain a relationship over time. I hope this video has been helpful, and please leave a comment and let us know your thoughts on strengthening customer relationships. We'd love to hear from you.